Alright, moving on with the final week of Festival 6. Let's see here. YouTube not messing with me today. That's very nice, very nice. Alright, well, let's spread the good word. Let people know we're streaming. Everyone in the home stretch. Sure. Bada bing. Oh, hold on. Bada boom. There we go. We resume. Raptor, welcome in. Jim, who? Welcome in, guys. Ghost, welcome in. Alright, so when we left off last time, I was rank 180. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see how bad of a dip and dive we took. Hopefully it's not too bad. What am I ranked now? We're getting there. Alright. I really only care about my overall placement, and we're 242. Holy hell. I was 180 last time. And that's 62 spaces we dropped in a matter of like less than 48 hours. But yeah, Swish, Card. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. But yeah, still a relatively comfortable spot. Still can drop another 258 places and still be safe. Oh, quit your yapping. We don't want to hear it. Ain't nobody here trying to listen to none of that. But yeah, we're in the home stretch now because you have tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. And then Sunday night, this whole thing's gonna finalize and wrap up and all that jazz. So, really only about 3 more nights to go. But yeah, not doing too bad, but we could still wind up losing it all. So we're just gonna have to really give it our best shot for whatever days I'm available to stream here. But yeah, let's start seeing them, folks. Let's get some ones in chat. Ones in chat to join up some expert missions. I'm just gonna go on ahead. We'll make it a full private lobby for now. Alright, we got 3 people so far. Been listening to her since 2013. Unless you played Dragon Ball Online, I don't think that's true, considering that Xenoverse 2 is a 2016 title. But yeah, Swish, Ghost, and who? Was she even in Dragon Ball Online? I really don't know. I never played that game myself, and my knowledge is pretty limited. Alright, let's get these 3 in here. I don't think that I need to change my stuff. I should still be set right. You know, the power of the gods. Yeah, okay. Alright, so any more ones in chat? Taking ones in chat to give people some lobby slots here. Akali, welcome in. Coming in at, like, just in time. Looks like you're not even on PlayStation yet. I don't know if you're appearing offline, but either way, there's your thing. Solo, welcome in, man. Welcome in. All right. But yeah, not too much time. Not too much time left. You know, like half a week, essentially. Got about half a week's more worth of this festival. Then we wait for the next one. Just gonna be doing 2 tours tonight. Alright. Yeah, we don't really need a full lobby. We can definitely get this done with, hell, even with just me and one other person, we can get it done in good time, so. Yeah, I get it. We're winding down. Things are coming to a close. I don't blame people for wanting to take it easy. The only thing that's rough about that is, as easy as it is to climb the leaderboards, it's just as easy to fall. Grinding on Pokemon Yellow. Oh, nice, dude. That's a fun one. Relatively unique as well. Because I don't know that there's any other Pokemon games that just outright let you get all of the starters. Just easy peasy playing the story. You're in 588? Ooh, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you were saying when I was last streaming that you made it above 500, but as I was saying, man, it's... If you don't play, you're gonna lose your spot. Normal and psychic types, huh? What's your final team gonna wind up looking like? Like, what's your idea for your final team? Because I don't know, if we're talking like Elite Four, what psychic types are there? There's like Kadabra. There's Hypno. I'd imagine you're gonna throw Snorlax into the mix. I don't think I'm really going to start counting how many rounds we've done until we actually do get a full team in here, if we get a full team in here. Because I feel like, this week especially, I feel like the interest has really just evaporated. Mario, welcome in. Kadabra, yeah, Snorlax, Exeggutor. Ah, right. Exeggutor, Tauros, and a Flex sixth spot. I don't know why I have so many problems with the word sixth. I swear to God, it feels like it's only when the fucking camera's on, too. So being a flex, I guess that means it kind of is able to break the rules. Like, it doesn't have to be psychic or normal. Alright, so let's get some ones in chat then. Let's get ones in chat to fill this up. If there are any. Ones in chat to play Xenoverse 2. None? Alright. Here we go then. Just keep moving. It's not giving you GP? Oh, shit. You know, I should probably make absolutely certain that it is giving me GP, because I know a few people have been saying that they've been getting problems like that. And I don't want to end up getting, like, an hour into the stream and realize that I haven't made any progress. So we'll make sure that we're looking good. Because, I mean, one tour I can handle, but dozens? No thanks. Oh, Jinx or Mr. Mime, huh? Yeah, Mr. Mime should be easy enough. Jinx would definitely be interesting. I don't remember if Jinx is trade only in that game. But Jinx might be neat. I mean, having the ice coverage for Lance's Dragonites might be nice. Okay, yeah, it looked like I was gaining GP there. I saw it. I seen it. Miguel, welcome in. And Clefairy for Mr. Mime. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard of a find. Interesting. I want to say in, like, every other game, he asks for an Abra for Mr. Mime. Speaking of which, it's crazy how many different versions of Gen 1 are out there in the world. You've got original Red, Blue, Yellow, then you got Fire Red, Leaf Green remakes. You've got Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. I might be missing one or two, but there's a lot.
Better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Yeah, Psychic types were built pretty fiercely in Gen 1. Grrrr.
Very impressed. Mouth broke me, kid.
Alright, so yeah, let's see if there's any more ones in chat. Any more ones in chat to join up? Okay, Akali made her way back in. Again, ones in chat to join up. Could anyone imagine watching any live streams while in class at school? Like, if you mean on your phone, no. I don't know what it's like inside schools these days, but back when I was in school, if someone was caught on their phone, generally the teacher would immediately try and swipe that shit up. Really? I mean, shouldn't they still be weak to Ghost? Pretty sure they were still weak to Ghost back then. But I suppose back in those days, there was like, what, Shadow Ball? Maybe Lick? See, I didn't get my first phone until my senior year of high school. So for literally like 99% of my primary school career, I did not have a phone. A dessert that'll be finished in an hour with use of the freezer. Yeah, what are you making? They're not weak to ghost types? Really? Hmm.
Far better than I expected. Better.
Yeah, back in my day, usually people were really only using their phones to try and like text in class or maybe like listen to music in class. I'd never heard of anybody trying to watch YouTube videos or live streams or whatever. At least not sneakily. Because straight up, there were some teachers at my school that just did not give a shit. Like, for example, in my economics class, back in my senior year, my teacher would literally just get up, maybe lecture for 15, 20 minutes, never assigned any classwork, never assigned any homework, and then me and my buddies would all just, like, move our desks together so that way we could play Magic the Gathering. And we did that on a very regular basis. So, we did that in school. See, back in my day. Glad you got a kick out of it. Yeah, and good you're getting GP as well. I mean, that's like the whole point. So thankfully, the game is working properly now. I don't know, man. I have no idea what the hell we were getting graded on. Alls I know, it was the easiest class of all time.
Very impressed.
Literally unfailable. Alright, I think we're just going to keep moving along for a little bit. do at least a few rounds here just with this group, then we'll do some more roll call. That way you guys don't have me calling for ones every 5 damn minutes. Yeah, I remember once in elementary school, one of my buddies, he brought his Yu-Gi-Oh cards in, and we had a particularly strict bitch for a teacher, and she swiped that shit up pretty early on in the day. Oh yeah, my D&D dice. I'd still have to walk over and get them, but they're not that far away. I don't know if you guys would have had the same experience that I did, but like a lot of the meanest, most least favorited teachers that I ever had or knew about growing up were all old ladies. Like, I swear to God, whenever the question would come up in school, who's your least favorite teacher? What teacher do you dislike, right? Everyone was always answering, and every answer was always some old lady. Like, I can't remember a single time that anyone ever said, oh, this guy teacher I had is such an asshole.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Well, that's one way to get out of in-school suspension. Oh, you had to do the next day anyway? Bummer. They got you anyways. They're like, nice try. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We're snoring and no one woke you up, huh? Interesting. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's none of my business. That got nothing to do with me. Hey, here's a nice heads up early on that you should totally leave a like on the stream. It's quick, it's easy, it's free, and I know you want to. You never fell asleep in class before? There was one time I fell asleep in class because I was sick. And there was another time that I fell asleep in class because there was literally nothing going on. We would basically have this study hall period, right? Like a period where, like, you're not really taking a class, but, like, you could get, like, a permission slip to go to one of your teacher's classes if you needed extra help. And some people who were, like, failing their classes, they would be forced into a certain teacher's classroom so that way they could have a chance to get that help. I think it was called, like... I think the words they used were, like, intervention enrichment time, is what it was called. But there was one time during one of those time periods where, like, I didn't have any homework to catch up on, you know, I wasn't in intervention, so, you know, I wasn't failing any of my classes. So I was just sitting there fucking twiddling my thumbs, and, you know, next thing I know, I'm waking up because someone else in the classroom was kind enough to wake me up because I slept through the bell. Yeah, I was out, dude. You want to talk about being out, man. That was me. Yeah, back in high school, my physics teacher, his son went to my school, and I was actually in his physics class with his son. Yeah. I was a better student than him. I had a higher grade, like, the whole year. Yeah, you must have had a pretty lax environment in general, because I remember once in middle school, I want to say it was like the last day of school, and so me and my buddies ran to the bus. And really, we had no business fucking stopping for this old windbag, but once again, a cranky old lady decided that she needed to stop us and give us a lecture. You know, if I could go back in time, I would have flipped her the bird and said, fuck you, I'm going home. Because, like, she was a dumb old fat broad. I really had no reason to stop for that bitch. But yeah, in my school experience, generally when someone was running in the halls, there'd be some teacher being like, oh, now running in the halls. Yeah, I remember that teacher's name. Her name was Miss Whistler, and I wish nothing but terrible things for her. That's honestly kind of fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard anyone ever utter the words, "I love school," or "I loved school." And if they do, they say it's because, you know, they liked being able to meet up with their friends and stuff, and being able to make friends. I can't recall a single person that ever said anything else that they liked. You ask any elementary school kid, they're going to tell you their favorite part of the school day is recess.
Very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Oh, man. I don't want to have to do this. Goodness knows if I just stopped playing. I have a sneaking suspicion I would not make top 500 if I didn't play since last stream. Because I've kind of been keeping track. Because I was 160 at the end of my stream on Sunday. Then on Tuesday, I started at 220 and climbed up to 180. And now today, I'm at 242. So yeah, I've been pretty consistently dropping in the ballpark of 60 spots between each session. Which is kind of crazy. You know, you can drop, I don't know, it's not quite 48 hours, but it's pretty close, right? So, at least in this section of the leaderboards, you will totally drop 60 spots in 2 days. Which honestly is a little bit crazy to me. Oh yeah, the good old lunch table economy, man. This is fun. Well, it didn't say that there was any kind of weird issues, so hopefully I'll still be getting glory points. Yeah, no weird connection thing so far, so I'm thinking it'll be fine. It's gonna be annoying if I have to restart my game. Please tell me that this is working today. Looks like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only had 4 people, but I guess we'll go on ahead since we had that little mishap. Any ones in chat? Ones in chat to join up. Okay, we'll get Mario in here then. And I guess since that makes a full team, we'll go on ahead. We'll keep track of how many tours we've done. Okay, who's missing out here? Oh, there we go. Hey Jay, welcome in. Okay, that was starting to look a little sketch. But we made it in. Hopefully we don't have any weird HP stopping issues.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
You got candy in your lunches? I mean, I guess I would get fruit snacks oftentimes, but after a while, my dad was just like, yeah, no, we're not packing you a lunch anymore. You're eating shitty school food from now on. Enjoy. Ooh, flash of lightning, huh? Yeah, I saw in the forecast it's supposed to get a decent chance at a little bit of rain tonight, but
Better than I expected. Better, but not
if I had to guess, we'll probably see about 100 raindrops, and that'll be that. Alk, welcome in. Oh, are you talking about the artwork I was talking about last stream? Yeah, that one's cool. And I do want to get it. But at the same time, I feel like I'm trading nothing for nothing.
Very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Alright. So I guess we start counting then. That's one.
Take away my baby. Take away my baby.
Ooh, another lightning flash. I swear to God, it's only ever during fucking times when I'm goddamn streaming that we ever get any, like, rain or lightning or anything. And it's like, what the fuck? Why does it gotta be at a time when, like, I really don't want the power to end up going out? Granted, the weather around here usually doesn't ever get that bad, but it has happened once before in the past where fucking lightning took out my power while I was streaming, so not like it's impossible. Like, why can't it ever be doing this at a time when I can take a step outside and breathe in the fresh air and listen and watch the rain? You hate these AFK players? Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious, man. Bunch of freeloaders. I mean, on the bright side, if you're hosting your own room, you can just kick them. Because they really do slow the whole process down. Like, it's really not that big of a deal when you're actually in the battle. But if they're legit AFK and they're not even mashing through the results screen, then they're adding, you know, so much extra time just because they're AFK, right? And can't get through those menus quicker. You know, that, you know, granted, something like that, it's over time that makes a difference, but still. Bami Sora, welcome in. Because I can't lie, there's a part of me that has been like, well, you know, what if I sneak into a room and I do some AFK farming, but have ultimately decided against it.
Very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Because, I mean, like, I understand the appeal. It's like, at the end of the day, it's just like kind of a dick move.
Justice is super good. Evil bad, though. Great saying, man. Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Holy fuck, hurry up. God damn, dude. I'm... Golly. I wish that there was something interesting to say about this game and the gameplay at this day and age, man. It's kind of crazy how literally the whole main thing to do in this game anymore is just grind.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best. Take away my baby! Take away my baby!
So last night, I'm playing some Elden Ring with my buddies, Strident and Derps, right? And we're going through this area, and there's some opportunities for gravity deaths in this particular area we're going through. And my buddy Derps asks, so is there anything in particular I should be keeping an eye out for going through here? And Strident tells him, yeah, you're looking to not fall off and die. And literally as he was in the middle of that sentence, old Derps goes for a jump that he can't make and falls down and dies. And it was fucking hilarious. You couldn't write shit to be better than that, man. You know, I can't really speak on every single Bandai game that's ever existed, but I can speak on the ones that I've played. And man, let me tell you, dude, the Bandai games that I've played just cannot get their multiplayer shit down right. Because, like, if any of you have ever played Dark Souls, or you've played Elden Ring, or Bloodborne, or Demon Souls, then you would know that, like, the way that you play with your friends is absolutely ridiculous. Because listen to this. In Elden Ring, in order to connect to play with your friend first has to use an item. Then you, on your end, have to use an item that essentially writes your name down on the ground. Your friend then has to go and pick up your name, right? And if you want to make sure that you get the right person, then you're going to need to make sure that you've all set a password. And that's the whole process of joining up in someone else's world, when they could have just made it be like, okay, here's my friend, I'm going to invite him, friend accepts the invite, we're in. And then you move over to this fucking Bandai game, and goodness knows that even though it is a pretty simple process to, like, invite people and join up with people and what have you, like, the online connectivity is just so weak. Come on. Bro, speaking of weak. Yeah, Sal, I get you. Me too. And on top of that, in Elden Ring, yeah, the game's 4 years old, so if you don't know what's what, I'm sorry, but there's a point in the game where one area basically gets buried in ash, and it changes the whole landscape of the area. And as we found out last night, if it's the same area, it's just now it's buried. But there are still some parts of the area that go unburied that are still exactly the same, whether it's buried or not. And apparently that fucks with how you can connect with your friends, and it's ridiculous.
Take away my baby!
It's weird. I wonder why my transformation was so delayed.
Is this it? Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
I can't wait for 2027 though, man.
I'm very impressed.
I just hope that the games that I'm excited for turn out to be, you know, worth the excitement. I'm also looking forward to next Friday when the Tarnished Edition update comes out for Elden Ring. Because, like, we really don't know very much about how the new weapons are going to work. In fact, there's an entire, like, weapon and armor set that they have not really released any promo images of. So we legit, there's some shit we don't know jack squat about.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Alright, well, thank you for sharing, Alk, but I think that's about where we leave that at that. feel like I've been discouraged long before the 11th hour. And, like, as easy as this shit is, it's repetitive. You know, I've said it before, I'm saying it again. You know, basically, Expert Mission 16 has been the spotlight of half the festival. Which, like, is convenient because it's easy, but it's... Ugh. The same thing over and over, right? Thankfully, we've been getting, like, pretty lucky. We don't really have to deal with too much,
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
like, bad luck, I guess. Like, sure, we've had a couple rounds here and there where he blocks the initial headbutt, or, you know, he gets some evasives in, but they've surprisingly been few and far between.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Oh, cool. Isn't this fun? This is the most fun part of the game, is looking at the little fucking loading thing go in circles, man. It's what I play the game for.
Is this it? Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Alright, well, according to my count, that is 6. So, if there is anyone who has not had a chance to play yet tonight, go on ahead and type me ones in the chat. Again, specifically people who have not had a chance to play yet. Let me see them, folks. Ones in chat. Okay, Alk. Anybody else? Anybody else who has not played that wants to play? Ones in chat. No? Okay. Well, either way. Alright. Ones in chat just for anyone and everyone. Ones in chat. Ones to join up. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could kick me, but I'll tell you, man, it's very rare, to my understanding, at least from the way it looks in the Discord. It's very rare that anybody really teams up on this game when I'm not streaming. Okay, so let us get Alk. And we can get Akali, Swish, Who, and Ghost. Okay, and then we'll put Mario on the list for the next group. $70K points away from 500. I'm going to say that unless you play your ass off between now and Sunday evening, I don't think you're going to make it, pal. Should you change your colors? I mean, I feel like the only one who gets to make that final decision is you. Like, regardless of whether I like it or not. Like, really, you should make your characters the way that you like them. You know, everyone's a critic, everyone's going to have their critiques, everyone's going to have their own preferences, which is just all the more reason why you should make your CACs in a way that makes you happy. Caleb, welcome in. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, the algorithm does this really weird thing. I don't remember I don't ever remember the guy's name, but there's this dude who I believe has passed away by now, but was like the master of creating sound effects and noises with his own voice. And I don't know what it is, man. I feel like twice a year I end up getting videos about that guy rolling through my feed. But it's something that I respect because, like, I think the human voice is very interesting with its potential of, like, mimicry and just how flexible it is. Hence why I've always been interested in voice acting. Oh yeah, I've got backstories for almost all of my CACs. All of them follow Zuki. Like, Zuki would be the main character in the story, and then, you know, all the other CACs would just be, like, a part of it in one way or another, whether they be friend or foe. But, yeah, it's very unique lore, something that kind of goes parallel to the original Dragon Ball timeline, rather than being, like, like, them actually being time patrollers, like the time patrol, like, it's just kind of like, I just so happened to use Xenoverse 2's character creator to create these characters' appearances, right, while making up my own lore, fan fiction, whatever the hell you might want to call it. I was typing up the story of Zuki, like, about a year and a half or so ago. Like, I actually was writing her story out, but never really got back around to it. Oh, that's cool, Elk. Joseph, welcome in.
I'm very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid. Far better than I expected.
Oh, okay.
Better, but not the best.
Hit a small lag spike there. I don't know. I guess we can see exactly where I'm at. I think I'm still in like the 700,000 general area. Maybe a little closer to 800. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm at a point where I really don't want to play anymore.
Far better than I expected. Better.
Oh, I'm over 800,000. When did that happen? Well, it should be 500, right? 500 or higher. The thing that sucks about Guru is having to do the Guru quests for each and every single one of your characters, man. It is nice, however, though, that once you've increased your level cap from 80 and onwards, right, at least you only ever have to do that once. His house can stay dangerous for all you care. Yeah, no, his house is going to be dangerous forever and for all time, as far as I'm concerned. Guru's house is forever dangerous. Mr. ZGB, welcome in. Might just stop at 140. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're not getting any more DLC, the fact that this festival is almost over, and the only thing that we really know that we have to look forward to is another one of these damn festivals. It's kind of like you're leveling up your character with no, like, real purpose for it, it kind of feels like at this point, you know? Like, okay, my character's level 199, now what the hell do I do with them?
I'm very impressed. What about Broadway, kid?
Your purpose is PvP. Yeah, so if you're not a PvP player, like whatever your reasoning may be, right? Otherwise, like there's nothing to really use a 199 character for outside of PvP.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Putting me to sleep, bucko. Yeah, no cure for this game. Only hope is Xenoverse 3. And even then, there's a lot of questionable things. But at the same time, there's also a lot of stuff that we're just still in the dark about. Oh. Here comes the bad luck. I don't even care if this pauses us up. Like, I really want to see some, like, what we can do in regards to leveling our characters up. I need to see some menus revolving around that kind of stuff. There are definitely people that hate cooldowns for Xenoverse 3. I don't really see it as a major issue, because then, like, the meta can just evolve. You know, we might not be able to spam one singular move back to back to back to back anymore once the game comes out, but I think that there's a good chance that there's a way for us to decrease the cooldowns and also equip, like, 4 moves that work in a similar manner. And so instead of spamming the same move over and over again, you're kind of spamming the same 4 moves, right? So I don't know. To me, the system seems like it's going to be very workaroundable. Like, in regards for trying to spam the best shit in PvE, at least, is kind of the mindset I'm looking at it for right now. Because I just think that that PvE meta is going to evolve in that sort of direction. Because, I mean, you really don't need... Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because I don't know for sure, but having a charge skill doesn't seem as relevant as what it did in this game. So you could totally equip, like, 4 offensive moves if you wanted to. But we also know that Ki kind of functions similarly to how stamina does in this game. Kinda. So, who knows? It's all very early speculation on my part.
Better, but not the best.
Yeah, Indomitable Charge is nice. The only thing that sucks about it is it doesn't charge your stamina when you're in Kaioken. It just says, nope. Charge skills are kind of rare in PvP. Well, yeah. I'd imagine the only viable one is Burst Charge. Otherwise, you're just kind of depending on raising your ki by doing your own basic attack combos as well as taking damage from the opponent. Or perhaps even from a Super Soul. But you have to be playing with no restrictions in order to get use out of that.
Very impressed. Outgrown me, kid.
Well, I mean, just about anything that's a super or ultimate attack in this game is punishable. It's all a matter of understanding when to use it where you won't get punished, right? Is 15 bars of ki worth it in this game? I'd say so. But as with many things regarding build questions in this game, it depends on what you're going to use your character for. In PvP, you don't need to invest in ki at all, in my opinion. For PvE, I think it's one of the more important things to invest in. Can't believe that actually connected. Oh my god.
Very impressed. Outgrown me, kid.
Ding, 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 ding. I actually when I was putting that outfit on Zuki, I think that's exactly the same colors that I used.
Very impressed. Outgrown me, kid.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think what would have been an amazing idea and would have probably made the game mode stay relevant throughout the years would have been if they added raid exclusive rewards to the Crystal Raid drop pool. I think that would have been a good idea. I also think that the STP shop could totally be used to put festival rewards that people missed out on in the past.
Far better
Like
than I
specifically the STP shop.
better, but not the best.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, Zenny is literally only there to keep you stockpiled on, like, your battle items, man. Like, that's the only thing I ever really find myself spending it on these days. Because every once in a while, I will get low on, like, a healing item or some damn thing. But anyway, that's 6 with this group, so we're moving on to the next. This group is going to have Mario in it. But let's go on ahead, let's start seeing some ones in chat to get the rest of this lobby filled up, shall we? Ones in chat for lobby slots. Yeah, I guess if you need a QQ Bang or you want to try and fish for a better QQ Bang, that's another thing you could potentially spend Zenny on. Alright. Mario, Swish, Ghost, and then Akali and Alk. And then we'll go on ahead, let's get AJ on the list for the next group here. I mean, there's a chance they could reuse voice lines in Xenoverse 3. Certainly not an unrealistic possibility.
Very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Kidney beans? I mean, yeah, sure, they're fine. Yeah, I'm thinking that for Xenoverse 3, my first character is probably just going to be a self-insert. And then I don't know what I'll do from there. I definitely want to give the game one full playthrough through. And just depending on whether I like it or not, kind of go from there.
Very impressed. Outgrown me, kid. Far better than I expected. Better, but not the
Oh, man. Ugh.
Take away my baby! Fusion! Ha!
Oh, cool.
Stop with all this! Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best. Stop with all this! Very impressed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct, Miguel. Franco, welcome in.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Take away my baby! Take away my baby!
Brr. Excuse me.
What's going on?
I'm very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Good news, in the PC version, you don't have to participate in the festival at all to get the Super Saiyan 4 outfit. The patcher has been updated. Yeah, so you can save edit again. Cool.
Very impressed. You've outgrown me, kid.
Bro, Bandai doesn't do anything about anybody that does anything. Save editing, modding, or anything of the like. Bandai doesn't ever do anything about that, never have. Granted, if you're going to do mods on PC, you do have to play offline. But if you're simply save editing, you can still be online and do that and not get in trouble. But if you're worried about it, you can always switch to offline mode. Island Thunder, welcome in. Did not like what Dragon Ball Super did to Future Trunks. Yeah, I didn't find him to be as cool in Super as I found him in Z. Which is a shame, because I've always really liked Future Trunks as a character. I'm gonna time travel to Sunday evening. Let me know what my placement was. $290, not bad. I wonder if that's with or without playing on Saturday. What console is that on, Island? Oh, Switch. Yeah, that's still pretty rough. 1.35 million GP is fucking way more than what I'm willing to do. I think I'm probably somewhere around 900,000 by now. I can't imagine sitting down playing Xenoverse that much to have 1 million. I might by the time it's all said and done. I don't know. It just depends on if I decide it's a good idea to stream and try and grind a little bit more on Saturday, but I haven't fully made up my mind yet, to be honest with you.
Far better than I expected.
Oop, I mashed a little bit too quickly and was distracted. Next time. Yeah, that's generally the ballpark that I play in, is 3 to 4 hours, but I have definitely not been doing it every day. And I definitely took some nice breaks during raid week.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Okay, so about 850,000 is what my total is. Okay, by my count, that was 6 with this group, so we'll go on ahead, we'll move on to the next group. Hopefully AJ is still here, because it is now his turn. But otherwise, we still have the whole rest of the lobby to fill up, so let's see one's in chat. One's in chat to fill it up. Alright, cool, looks like he is here. Good, good.
Sir.
Alright, so AJ, Swish, Golly, Franco, and Elk. I need some water. I need some water. Okay. Really sick of that bullshit with Emperor's Death Beam just giving iframes like that.
Is that all? Just keep on pushing.
Holy fuck, hurry up! This game sucks. Okay, no weird connection messages showing up here. Oh, wonderful. If this happens again, I'm not playing anymore. If it happens again, we're just gonna call it.
Fighting evil battle. I see you enjoy weapon futility.
Stryden, welcome in. Akali, your outfit reminds me of one of LNS's old CACs. It's a bit different, but same general outfit. Your frap house? You mean a frat house? Or are you talking about, like, it's Dr. Frapp's house, like Dr. Frapp? That was from one of the Dragon Ball movies, right? The World's Strongest. Why do I bother?
Stop with all this.
Far better than I expected. Better, but
190,000 for the week. It's like I said, it's one of LNS's old characters, so I mean, you can go to his YouTube channel and try to find it. I'm sure if you'll see it, you'll know what I was saying. As I said, it looked like yours. I'm holding the button down, though. I don't know why it didn't start charging, but I guess it worked out. Somehow I didn't hit any of the death beam iframes.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Q5, welcome in.
Stop with all this.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Okay, once again, I'm holding down the button to charge it. I don't know why it's not charging. And again, at the very least, it didn't matter. It worked out in the end, but it's like, I'd like to know what's going wrong. Because, like, I know when I was messing up with the Daima flash, it's because apparently, like, it wasn't connecting properly. But for whatever reason, the fucking description says you have to hold the button down or press the button again or something, so it's like, Stop misleading your players. Hire some better translators, man. But I know 100% for a fact with Revenge Death Ball, it's supposed to be hold down the button, charge it up. And I have key available to charge up, so I don't know. If I miss the headbutt again, we'll try it. Okay, there we go. Now it's charging. See, I don't know. Hope my square button isn't starting to shit the bed.
Very impressed.
Tyrese, welcome in. Good pops. Those are some delayed death beams. Primal, welcome in.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Ugh. Krillin prancing around over there. And Krillin the Milkman. Milkman Krillin. That'd be exactly what we're doing right here, Q5. We're getting 630 points per mission, which is what, like 1,800 and something, maybe 1,900 and something per tour. I think I know who you're talking about, Raptor. I think I watched some videos of his a long, long time ago.
Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Oh, well, I'm almost at 200,000 for the week. Alright, well, time to move on from that now, I think.
What's going on?
Okay, I'm super close to 200,000. So let's I think if I just do one more, I'll be there. So let's do one more.
Very impressed.
Okay, yeah, that literally right there put me right over. It doesn't have to make sense is the beauty of it. Yeah.
Is that all? Just keep on pushing. Far better than I expected. Better, but not the best.
Alright, let's go see how I'm doing on the leaderboard then. 202. So what, I dropped about 40 spots again? Or climbed, I guess. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to stream on Saturday or not. I haven't made up my mind yet. In fact, I probably won't make up my mind until Saturday evening. So, either way, here's my Discord. I'm out of here. See you, folks.